Okay, here's a hint and kind of more of an explanation of what I'm looking for with the inflatable speed bump problem. So the idea is that if cars are going too fast in a neighborhood, they deserve a speed bump, which will inflate for them and not for people who are going more slowly. The easiest way to think about this is maybe two sensors. So imagine a road. So we're looking kind of sideways at a road, and here's a car going down the road, and he's going down the road, and you might have two switches. Imagine, for example, you've probably seen those black cables that Caltrans sometimes puts across roads to measure traffic or something. So imagine cables like that act as switches. If the car is going quickly, then the amount of time it takes from the car pressing switch 1 to the amount of to pressing switch 2 is going to be a very short time. In contrast, if the car is going slowly, there will be a long time between these. Just to make this amply clear, if the car is going faster than 34 miles an hour, which is 50 feet per second, then if you had a distance of 50 feet between these, then if the time is less than 1 second for the car to get from switch 1 to switch 2, that means the car is going too fast. And if that happens, you inflate the speed bump at some distance later. I don't know, maybe another 50 feet later on or something like that. So that means that you have less than, you actually have a very short time, depending on how fast the car is going, to get this thing inflated. So you might want to inflate this really quickly once you detect that this car is going too fast. Or you might actually link the amount of time you have to inflating it to the amount of time it took the car to go from switch 1 to switch 2. Okay, so just to reiterate, if the time between switch 1 and switch 2 is less than 1 second, that person is going too fast and deserves a speed bump. If the time is more than 1 second, the person doesn't deserve a speed bump, so you don't inflate it. Now, these distances may be too great in your opinion, so you could shorten it up. For example, if you made this 25 feet, then you have half a second. So if the time between 1 and 2 is less than half a second, then the car is going too fast. And again, you could change this distance to maybe, I don't know, whatever you want, 25 feet. It doesn't have to be. This distance does not have to be the same as this distance, but you do have to know what the distances are to know how much time you have to inflate the speed bump. Okay, so that's basically it. So what I'm looking for is the program and, of course, the hardware. And I'm also looking for a sketch of the geometry that looks kind of like this so that I know what you have in mind when you're designing your inflatable speed bump. Okay, it's actually a pretty straightforward problem.